All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kilam.
Let's go.
We are live, and I love being live. And you back again.
Let's go. Right. Let's go.
Don Kilam.
Good to see you, man.
Kilam. How do you get a name like Kilam, gang? That's kind of weird.
It just came to me, man.
Oh, so you named yourself that?
Yeah, why not?
You can't do that.
Why not?
How could you just name yourself a different name you was born with?
So look, you know, I'm my spirituality came through the Moors, right?
Right.
You go through a status change or a shahada, so they throw a badge your name. But I was like, I just want a Muslim name, so I went by Malik Kilam. And then somebody called me Don. I was like, oh, Don Kilam. And then it rhymes with .com. And then you can holler at me on Amazon. You follow me?
Right. No, listen, so what's the point of changing your name? Listen, before we get into Epstein, because Epstein's going to change his name. Listen, if you're watching this, we about to dive deep on Epstein. We're going to give people a chance to get in here. So if you on live right now, like and share the live. Make sure you do that if you're here right now. All love. We see y'all in here. This is Don Kilam. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I forgot mama. Listen, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left y'all, right? Share the live, comment right now. I'm talking to everybody in the live, right? Make sure y'all share the live right now, right? How everybody doing this wonderful day? Or is it night? What is it?
It's whatever you believe it is, truthfully.
What do you believe is really going on with Epstein? Because this is what I believe, right? I don't believe he ever went to jail. I don't believe he ever escaped. It's kind of hard, but I don't believe neither.
Yeah, he was probably under some type of surveillance. Because you got to think he's got so much dirt on everybody.
Right.
That they had to, he can't just be around normal people.
Right.
He know too much.
What you mean normal people? Like, what was described normal people? You're not making sense with that.
So like just even, I can speak on my life. Like, even with me, when I started learning things in the federal penitentiary, they let me go at 2 a.m.
Right. Why would I believe somebody was from a federal penitentiary? You're not making sense. You from a federal penitentiary.
But when I was in the federal penitentiary, they let me go at 2 a.m. When I started doing this certain paperwork, I sued them. I started putting different, secrets on the record. You can't do that. They sealed everything I put on the record.
Right. So you saying Epstein could have got out of jail at 2 a.m?
They would never put him in no general population facility. He knew too much.
You know why? Listen, if you're watching this, Epstein said they wouldn't mix him with people because he would be afraid that they would ask for information. Right? It's like when you got that much information, even being in jail is the same as being free. Right. Because like he had the same friends in jail or out of jail. It wasn't no difference.
Like he had like Eric Snowden information, you know, on all these. We see the files. We see who's
no, them ain't the real files. I don't believe in the real files.
Okay.
Listen, but it's good. We put a debate about it. You think them real files? I don't.
Okay, I get that. Right. I can see that.
Right. So why would they put out real files?
I get that.
You don't get that. Explain to me
I do get that. That does make sense because, you know, we were just talking about these are government actors anyways.
Right. Hold on. If you're watching this, now you're going, what's a government actor? You confusing me, gang. What's a government actor?
So anybody that's...
So you said Epstein is an actor?
Yes. Because I'm... Man, so what I'm seeing, I believe certain things. It might, but I believe they say he worked for the Mossad.
Right. What's the Mossad for the people watching this? We don't know what that is.
That's the Israeli Secret Service type shit.
And what's the Israeli Secret Service? What is that? You gotta put it on.
Shit. It's like they're the Israeli mafia, so to speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do too much politicians, but shout out to Mossad. I don't want no problems that. But they said, yeah, he was a spy for them too.
Right. And for everybody watching this, what is a spy? Because I know a lot of spies in the trenches. Right. They from different blocks that come over here trying to see what we doing.
He's giving up U.S. intelligence information. Right. So I'm sure if he had dirt with them, they said what they were doing. There was pedophiles, right?
Come on, gang. Pedophile is not dirt. Everybody's a pedophile. Listen, hold on. That's what I mean. Right? What I'm saying is where they come from and what they believe in. This is not something that is new. Right? This is something that they've been doing, right?
Right.
This is their rituals, right?
Right.
All of them do it.
Facts.
Right? So it's not something that's like, it's like this, right? When P. Diddy go over there with them, what do you think he learned it from? It's learned behavior, right? It's coming from people that operate like this on a regular basis.
Correct.
Right? It's normal.
And I'm not trying to say that it's okay, but I'm gonna speak on my grandpa.
Listen,
My grandpa was 30 and he married my grandma when she was 15.
listen, I'm not saying it's okay, but it's got to be okay. Listen, if you saying it's your child and you got legal guardianship over this child, you make the decision for this child. Who decided for the child to go to Epstein Island?
Right.
And the child didn't get up and go on his own. The child decision was made by somebody that made a decision based on the money that Epstein had. The only problem with me is why he didn't want no black people on the island. Right? That was the problem. He said no black kids on the island, or was that fake?
I think that may be fake. I think if something's fake, it's gonna be that.
Right.
Because that's what they harvest. Like in other files I've seen, just do your own research. That's the organs and all of that. If they kill them and do things like that, they'd rather have a melanated child, a black child.
Right. Listen, if you're watching this, I'm gonna say this, right? Is one thing that's common with these files. These files are full of people that the government hates, that they don't like. Name one person in the file that they like. Name one person. Name one person that's in that file that's a perfect citizen. They got Trump in them files, gang.
But they denied that though.
They denied what?
Trump denies that.
No, Trump did not go. It was Trump said. It was Trump said. And if you watch this, what Trump said, and it makes perfect sense. Trump said, everybody got pictures with Epstein. Right? No, Epstein got pictures with millions of people. Right? He's a celebrity.
Right, facts.
So who don't got pictures with Epstein?
Right.
You can't take pictures and determine what happened. Everybody doing it on the internet. You see the pictures right now? There's a video going around, right? If you're watching this, there's a video going around now, right? And this video shows Epstein. I gotta hear your opinion on this. In the circle with a lot of kids running around, and the kids are in white dresses, and everybody's running around, and they just see the video of the kids running around dancing, and the grown men in suits watching them. Right? That look weird to you, right?
Yeah.
But in a common setting right now, if I was to go to any church on a Sunday, right, an Easter Sunday, or a Sunday like that, every kid, girl, is going to be in white.
So you're saying they were having church and the government's just misconstruing it?
I'm saying that you never know what things are, and they always get misconstrued.
I know the files. So does the government not like the Island Boys? Because the Island Boys is in the files too.
Who likes the Island Boys? Stop playing with me. Who likes the Island Boys? Nobody likes the Island Boys, gang.
So why would they? They got pictures with Epstein as a kid, as children.
Let me say this, right? And I'm gonna say this. Everybody you ever known that went to the mall. Everybody went to the mall to buy something. Some people went to the mall, didn't buy shit.
Window shop, right.
So some people could went to Epstein to window shop, didn't get no dick. Right? I mean, it's real. Didn't get touched. Listen, they making everything out of a problem. Listen, come on, man.
Facts.
They making a problem out of him having a busted lip. Right now they say Epstein busted lip on the internet. Ooh, but back to the Island Boys, right? Not with his busted lip, but they making a problem about his busted lips, and Island Boys got a busted ass, right? They both. We know they got busted ass. We know this, right? We know their assholes is busted, right? But
I don't know.
You know that. Come on, Island Boys. Come on, guys. Come on, it should have been the Island Girls. You know their ass busted. No, I'm saying this though, right? But you think they like them when they broke, right? If America like you, America take care of you, right? Just like when you're a president, you leave, America still take care of you, keep you with security, keep you with everything. They never gonna let you go. Not to really protect you, to make sure you ain't talking to nobody. Right? They not helping you. They're trying to make sure you ain't talking to nobody.
So anywhere in these files, I really ain't went through them. You know what I'm saying? I just be around certain people that be talking about it. But did they talk about adrenochrome at all?
What the
what the fuck is adrenochrome?
So listen.
They get it from people. So what adrenochrome is, the elite families.
Right.
Adrenochrome is something found in adrenaline.
Right.
It's a chemical they can pull out of adrenaline and keeps them looking young.
Right.
And they like to get it from children that are scared. They like to scare children, then the body produces it.
Right. But everybody like to come up with things to keep them looking young. But it's kind of like one thing that keep you looking young. A lot of people don't know. It's one thing that keeps you young and one thing that make you die. Everybody dies. Let me tell you this, right? Everybody's watching this, right? The moment they retire, they end up dying. The moment a person stop doing what they normally do, like quit doing drugs or alcohol, they end up dying. This is what I mean. A life with no purpose dies. So the moment you don't see no further, your body don't see no further, you die. The moment you don't have a vision, you die.
You stop growing.
The reason why people die at the age of 16 and 15 and 17 and all them young ages because they couldn't see themselves no older. Right? So I'm just going to say this, right? When it comes to Epstein, when it comes to Diddy, when it comes to everybody that we talking about collectively, can they see themselves older? How old are they? Right? It's this learned behavior. That's what we're trying to find out, right? And what age they learn this behavior, right? This is what I'm gonna say. When it comes to Epstein, I'm gonna say this: he wasn't just no regular person. He was a guru, right?
Facts.
They looked for him for information,
Facts.
right? And Diddy wasn't a regular person. He was a guru.
Facts.
They looked for him for information.
Facts.
But reason why the black folks are so happy that it's Epstein is because he's white.
Gotcha.
They don't care. They're like, damn, man, we found somebody worse than Diddy, because they won't look for any excuse to still love Diddy.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love, it's your boy Don Kilam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kilam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love.
So, like, real quick though. So, what's up? So, this Jay-Z shit ain't real either.
Listen, when it comes to Jay-Z, everybody know it's real. Let me tell you what Jay-Z did, right? And listen,
They said Pusha T is a handler for motherfuckers.
you gotta understand.
And that shit makes sense to me.
When have you known Jay-Z not to be a freak? Right? I'm for real. We know not to be a freak. He was fighting in the elevator. Why?
Right,
Why?
facts.
Why he fight in the elevator?
Probably over Beyonce.
Listen, I'm saying that everybody know Beyonce a freak. Everybody know Jay-Z is a freak, but don't nobody talk about it because they are silent. They word is to themselves. Jay-Z got an island, don't he?
So you might.
What you mean he might? You know, Jay-Z got an island. Beyonce bought an island.
Damn.
You don't remember that? You don't know about that? You don't talk about the Jay-Z island? Where you get that idea from?
Damn, that's deep.
Where you get the idea from to go buy an island?
Deep. That's deep.
Why would you go buy an island? Why would anybody purchase an island? Right? They want to keep a secret. But what's wrong with a secret? Right? Who's to say what they do is wrong? How could it not be just different from what we do, right? From what we know, right? That's what I mean, right? They actually, and I know this, everybody said this, you seen this in the back of the days, you watch these movies and it be girls that's 12 and they are giving away to people. Why? And it's just still happening now. Evidently, yes. Right? Evidently, they not looking at it bad, but then we looking at it bad. I'm not going to say whether it's right or wrong, but I'm saying all the motherfuckers do it.
Right, I'm talking about like, all the private families do it. Like I said, I study the Amish because that's why I like to move in without the government. But shit, they be having kids with them 10, 11 years old, man. And, and it's not illegal because that's their community, man.
Right. And what I'm saying, so when it comes to the Epstein files, and we got to understand, again, listen, if you're watching this, who is in the files that belong in the files? That's what I mean. Who was in the files that we didn't know already supposed to be in the files? I'm just surprised that people ain't caught on to it yet.
Right.
Everybody's still like, oh man, the Epstein file is the biggest thing. Like, but what the fuck happened to Epstein? And listen, here's the thing. Did you know in the cell that the camera went off?
Right, facts.
Why? What happened? Get me? Break that down. Can you break that down? Cause everybody thinks that it's just a court. And listen, everybody watched you last time. You talked about another court, a different type of court. Right. And like people still understanding why they can't understand why the government give you 2 life sentences or 3 life sentences, right? So for people watching this, reiterate what type of court, because I think that's the court he broke out of, if he was ever in jail.
A Masonic court.
Right. What's that?
You know, like everything is Masonic. You know, planes and boxes, bro.
Right.
Like you're trapped inside of a box. Everything's a box.
Right.
It's your zip code, the street you live on.
Right.
When you sign, it's a box. Your phone's a box. So you don't have to really volunteer into that box.
Right.
You got to stay outside of it. So like when I tell people you remove all planes and all boxes from the courtroom, you make it a level playing field. So he might have broke out that box because he was definitely with the Freemasons. Like,
Right.
If you look at it that way,
Right.
So he ran with the elite.
What let's understand, like what people call elite and what people call secret societies.
Correct.
It's not the real secret societies.
Right.
The real secret societies are really secret, right?
Right. They don't talk about it.
We don't know about them, right?
Facts.
But I'm just saying, when it comes to Freemasons, that's not a secret society. That's a society that you get in willingly, but you have to be recommended. Let me say, because it was once said that we don't give a person wisdom till they already have knowledge, right? Like if a person don't have knowledge, then you can't understand the wisdom, so you don't pass it on, right? So a lot of times the Freemason, if a person's not smart enough to realize where they are, then it's pointless to try to teach them.
Right. Because there's levels to it.
There's level to it. You would never know. You would never get it. But I'm happy you said that, because Epstein had to be a Grand Masonary.
Yeah.
Because he understood everything.
Yeah, so of course.
How
of course.
and why.
And then the rules are you have to help your brother.
Right.
Whether I don't care if he's wanted for murder. Like you have to help your brother. That's just part of the brotherhood.
But you know the crazy part about it is he got locked up, right? 2 years before Trump got elected. Right? He died 2 years. As soon as Trump got elected, he did. How? Why? Right? Let me tell you this. One thing you got to understand what Trump and them do before you get elected. Right now, I'm a felon. So if I go if somebody go try to get a government job in my family, they ain't gonna get it because I'm a real bad fella. Like my son and all that, they can't get a government job. So when Trump was running for government, he had to make sure all his friends, who were former friends, was already convicted for their crimes, and he wasn't a part of them.
That's deep. That's
Right?
deep.
Because if you convicted for the crime and I'm not a part of it, you can't bring up me knowing you. So I don't think people really understand the play and what's really going on. So look, you got to go to jail. Same thing right now. Let me tell you something, right? If, say for instance.
That's deep, bro.
No, say for instance right now that Apple, the president of Apple, does something against Apple. They know this is going to harm Apple. They're going to make sure he steps down. They're not going to let him crash Apple, right? But he's going to step down to disconnect himself from Apple.
Right.
So they got to take that embarrassment.
Right.
So when Trump ran for office, I got to be president, he had to take that embarrassment and go to jail. But I'll be to get you soon.
That makes sense.
All right? No. A lot of people look at it a certain kind of way. They don't look at it another kind of way. Like, I think that they waited so long to release the files for a reason. Look, listen when they released the files. They released the Epstein's file right when we are still trying to figure out what was them big-ass sounds they use and steal all that oil. Right? As soon as everybody started worrying about them sounds, now the Epstein files are released.
Facts.
And the first person we see is Michael Jackson. Right? They attack the people with the biggest mouths, the blacks. Right? We see Michael Jackson in there. We gonna talk about it like a motherfucker. It's viral.
Facts.
The first picture we saw was Michael Jackson.
Because my thing about it is like, same way with P. Diddy, like everybody talking about Diddy, but nobody talked about Hugh Hefner at all. Nobody talked about his parties. Nobody talked about how he had Brooke Shields in a magazine at 10, 12 years old. You can look this up.
Right.
She was nude, 10, 12 years old. And mom took him to court and everything.
Right.
And however they set up the contracts, Hugh Hefner won.
But Hugh Hefner died a pimp. And Hugh Hefner mansion just burnt down and left with the
He was doing the
wildfires.
same shit.
Right.
Baby oil, all that shit.
But everybody was doing, listen, everybody have sex. And everybody love to have sex.
Right,
and everybody
facts.
love orgies. Right? Listen, that's what I'm going to say. I'm keeping it real, right? I'm going to say this, right? Everybody know that everybody has sex. So it's like, why, if they still locking people up for sex crimes?
Right.
Right? Because everybody has sex. Even the person that sentences you have sex. Right? Everybody, the sentence you have sex, everybody that's talking about you, they also have sex. Right? So I'm just saying that people are not correct. Because like only way you should scold a person if you yourself not having sex. Right? You having sex. You addicted to sex just like they addicted to sex. Right? What's worse than the other? I don't know. But some people don't believe in the same thing we believe in. Like they don't believe in women, children, or none of that. Because they believe in everything spiritual. So they put nothing, no value in what you call a child. What you call a 6-year-old child, they may see as a 60-year-old grown-ass woman because they know who it was before it got into that body.
Reincarnation type
Right,
shit.
right.
Yeah, and because speaking on that in court, too, because we talked about house minister, that was, you said the multiple life sentences. Right. That's why. They give you multiple life sentences because they understand reincarnation.
Right.
You know,
Who don't understand reincarnation? Like
a lot of people don't.
I ask people another thing. I'm gonna ask you a question too. So they say God loving, right?
I was like, yeah,
God love, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a loving God, right? Would you think a loving God would rather, if you did wrong, when you die, put you in the hellfire, or would a loving God reincarnate you to give you another chance?
Yeah, try this shit again. Yeah.
What would be a loving God?
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people
again.
understand that, to try again. So it's kind of like, you're not going to convince me that my God going to burn me in hell, and you're not going to convince me that somebody I didn't see touch the kid have touched the kid.
Right.
You just can't convince me that. Now, I'm not saying that Epstein did it. I'm not saying that Epstein didn't. I'm just saying I don't care what Epstein did. It don't bother me. But I'm going to tell you this. It's all a trick.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's all a trick at your mental. They want to make sure that they know what you're paying attention to, and they will make sure that they're playing the games.
So,
nobody's seen them files open.
So if we are still looking at it from Masonic, there's something called the humiliation ritual that everybody has to go through.
Right.
And they say that's what happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Right.
That was a humiliation ritual because the
Right.
shit wasn't real.
Right.
So maybe this is a humiliation ritual. Same way with P. Diddy, they said.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
Listen, I'm going to say with P. Diddy, it's not a humiliation ritual. It's the baby all top bottom issue. Trying to see how if your ass got a bottom to it. Right? Nobody know. People just trying to figure out if the ass come with a bottom. We don't know. P. Diddy trying to find that out. But this is what I'm going to say, though, right? The ass do have a bottom to it. Right? It got a bottom to it like a motherfucker. But before that, I'm just going to say this. When it comes to P. Diddy and when it comes to Epstein and when it comes to everybody, I think they one and the same. Right? But the biggest thing is, what you don't understand is Epstein was part of a society that's known to have more pull than the Illuminati.
Is there a name for that or not? No.
The name for that is so secret that we if I begin to tell you a name, it'll be the wrong one.
So there's something that you really can't find online. There's something called the public sector. That's the part of the economy that the government controls. Then the private sector. We know like private organizations do experiments and stuff on us, buy information from the public in governments. So they said there's something called Bureau of Secret Service, BOSS. Mm-hmm. And that's who follows the rap industry, the like hip hop cops. They say that's who Diddy actually worked for. Right. So like they said when he came out with the Sean John brand, they'd give you like, say you wore a medium, they'd give you a large but put medium on the tag in hopes that you would sag. And they put chips in it and just would follow rappers around and see who would be more prone to sagging.
Right. And that make a lot of sense. But did you know that saying that's not really saying that they did something that we didn't know they do, because they've been tracking us through the cell phones. They track us through everything. Right. They've been tracking us.
That's the chip in your hand now.
Right. But I'm just saying they've been tracking us and they've been trying to figure us out. Meaning that they've been trying to figure out our DNA structure because it's totally different from theirs. Right. And when I say theirs, I'm not talking about a particular group of people that people think I'm talking about. Everybody can think I'm talking about one particular group of people. They're going to think it's talking about a human. But I'm not talking about a human. Right? Because they asked Epstein one question. They said, yo, do you mirror the devil? He said, yeah, I mirror the devil. Right? I'm keeping it real, right? If you mirror something, that means you are it. And if you are it, that means you understand the frequency that is on. If you understand the frequency that is on and you communicate with it, then you are it. Right? Listen, I'm just going to say this, right? We live in a world to where they want to control your idea of what's going on. I
Facts.
can't let them do that to me.
Facts.
I can't let them control my ideas of everything that's going on. Listen, I don't know Epstein, right? I don't know no one in the files. I never met them. I can't tell you what they do. I can't even tell you their favorite color. I can't tell you if he like ass or if he like titties. I can't tell you shit about him. But I'm supposed to look at a picture and suggest that he touched a kid in that picture?
That makes sense. And then AI is so good. You know they got different technology.
I think all of it AI. Listen, how do we know that these pictures that we see are actually the pictures? Even right now, if you just look at Thug tapes, they saying, yo, guy like me, I made them tapes. That was my voice the whole time over these tapes. Right? And then he put out some tapes where he sounded exactly like Thug, so they trying to confuse you.
Right.
Right? So I just know that when it comes to Epstein, it has took everybody away from everything. Just think about it. Just last week, everybody was talking about the weather. Epstein files come, nobody's talking about the weather no more.
All the snow and stuff, yo.
It's gone now. But people didn't understand nothing about the weather. Like, I said something, and I want you to elaborate on that. People didn't understand the humidity in the air. That's water.
Right.
We live underwater.
Right.
People don't understand this, right? So if they make some stuff and it, make loud sound and people never heard it before, they had to pull that from energy. The energy had to come from the earth. And when that happens, other things fuck up. So I'm saying when they did that, after that, then the atmosphere itself froze, got cold, and that was filled. It didn't fall from the clouds. It was from the atmosphere. That's why people say, oh, this snow look different, because it does look different. You might as well say that's the firmament cracking.
Damn, that's deep.
You might as well say it's the firmament cracking, right? You might as well say that because we know that hot and cold is the same, because when they take that boiling hot water and they throw it up, what happened to it? It freezes instantly and automatically turns to snow, and we know snow and gas and water is all the same. Right? So we just need to look at everything and just understand what we're looking at, and understand that what we're looking at will always change. So when it comes to Epstein, when it comes to everything that we're looking at, I cannot determine. It's too much.
That makes sense, though. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Maybe it do, maybe it don't.
No, it do. Like, everything's controlled. They're getting your focus off it.
Right.
Off whatever what's going on, man.
Right.
But that's what everything that's major
Right.
in the news.
Right.
And then, like I've seen it enough times on that they have crisis actors
Right.
that be in the news, like in
Right.
different cities.
Right.
Thinking nobody will ever catch on. So.
But it's like same thing. Like, not to get off Epstein, but to understand that, like you said, everything that we see is controlled. Even the chaos is controlled chaos,
Facts.
right? It's not uncontrollable. Like, even groups that we love, they understood what these groups was doing, and they lock them up after they refused to continue to do what
Right.
they wanted to
That
do.
makes sense.
Just like everybody remember the shirts, the black shirts, and everybody saying Black Lives Matter, right? Everybody remember that group. But then that group was then convicted of felons for stealing money from that, right? But I suggested the government knew it the whole time.
Right, of course.
Right? And I suggest the moment that they didn't do what the government suggested they do with the funds, the government then locked them up.
Right.
Because there's a thin line between a criminal act and legal acts. Meaning that the line is so thin that it's just one thing that determines whether it's a felony or legal.
That makes a whole lot of sense because I study churches. I am an ordained minister.
Right.
So, like, when you get funding from certain organizations, like, it really controls your freedom of speech.
Right.
Unless it's, like, under a trust.
Right.
If you're under a trust, if you're just under, like, regular government, nonprofits, and things like that, it's controlled by the government, and you can't speak out against politics.
Right, listen, everything is controlled. Your freedom of speech, you never had a freedom of speech because they tell you what these words mean that you use, right? If that's the case, dog can mean cat.
No, that's facts.
Right? Dog can mean cat, cat mean dog. It doesn't matter. They determine what the word means that you use.
The definition.
So everything is controlled.
Yeah, everything
right?
is controlled.
So you got to understand this, right? You got to understand not even your words that you use are your own. That's why when we in jail, when we on the streets, we make up our own languages. right? Because we know that they understand
hate,
that language.
And the government hates that.
Yeah.
Like, they hated E40 for creating his own language,
Right.
like Ebonics and shit. Like,
Right.
They really hated that.
Right.
Like, he was marked for death. I don't know how he got out that shit.
Right.
Like, the government did not like E40.
Right. And Epstein created his own language. Listen, this is what Elon Musk said, right? They asked Elon Musk this, right? They said, Elon, you telling me that the regular way that we know in America to getting wealthy is not the way to get wealthy. Elon Musk looked at him and said, it's much more easier than that. Easier. And if I told you, I'd definitely get assassinated.
Damn, that's deep.
Right? You talking about the most richest man still.
Because he came up out of nowhere, really.
Right.
Came up out of nowhere.
Out of scam like everybody else. You know, he stole that company. You didn't know he stole that company? He took the company for somebody that was in debt. And he had money.
Damn, that's deep.
No, that's what he did, right? He bought into the company,
That's
right?
how a lot of companies start, though.
You know what he did? He bought into the company. He had the know-how and the will to save the company, but let them lose all the money so that he can buy their share. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. He bought into the company and had the know-how to save it and didn't save it so he could own it. All right? These are the type of games they play. These type of people you're dealing with. I will kill myself in order to kill you.
Yeah. No
Right?
doubt. No doubt.
Right? So, what makes you think that they can hold a person with that type of mentality in jail? Epstein. They couldn't hold him. Because he the one trained everybody with that mentality. They went to him for advice.
Right, facts.
So even the judge that was sentencing him went to him for advice. He was their spiritual guide. He was
Right,
like their pope.
Facts.
So what is it, right? Is he a criminal, or did he do something to somebody in power to where he had to leave?
I think
right?
he did something to somebody, probably.
Somebody kid.
And then same way with Diddy, like when he started speaking up for blacks and the liquor company and going against them, that's when all this shit
He did something to the
came
liquor company. You don't get mad at somebody that got, like, it's like, I heard somebody say this and I really, I forgot who said it, but it was a comedian. He said something crazy. He said, a lot of people want to act crazy when I give you $10,000, but if I gave you $10,000, how many 10,000 do you think I got?
Right, facts.
Right, so who are you? Right, a lot of people do that. They try to bogart the people that gave him the money. Right,
facts.
so Diddy became a millionaire based on the people giving him millions, but the people that gave him millions got to have more millions. Right, so he went against those people.
Facts. Yeah, he went against those people.
And what's gonna happen? You going down. The only person that went against them people, everybody think a psycho, right? And he said this. Look what he said. He said, I'm the first person in history that can get out of $1 billion deal from a tweet. I'm
Who said
happy
that?
I'm free. Kanye.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Kanye. He said a tweet, right? So I'm telling you, a lot of things that happen right before your eyes do not happen in front of your eyes, meaning that do not happen the way you see it. Right, so I don't know about Epstein, gang. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to spend my whole life worried about Epstein.
I know his reel's been popping up giving that out advice.
Right.
Like financial advice is crazy, like just breaking down fractional banking and things like that. It's been popping up on my...
What is fractional banking for a lot of people that don't know?
So it's like, say you put $100 in the bank. They can loan out $90 right away. They can loan, well, more than that, really.
Right.
So they can loan...
And that's what he was saying. He was saying that if, right, this is how America go. I'm going to tell you what it means, right?
$10.
No, let me tell you, break it down to you. If I got 1, I can lend out 9.
Facts.
Right? And that is the banking system of America. Right? Facts. A lot of people understand this. That's why I said 2 negatives make a positive. And when I say this, people think I'm crazy, but I be teaching financial literacy, but they don't understand financial literacy. Surprise, you know. Right? But you got to know. Because you went from being homeless to being a millionaire.
And learning financial literacy, like, truthfully.
Learning how to lose money.
But I feel like we're always, bro, I can't speak for you because I ain't really been, like, around you like that. I don't know you like that one-on-one.
Oh, you know me
but
enough.
I'm sure you fucked up some money, bro.
Who don't?
But you still, even with the knowledge that you gained it, sometimes you still make the same mistakes.
I tell people we all one move away from doing some stupid shit at all times. But I'm saying that once you have the know-how of getting the money, you can always get the money again.
You can always get it again.
So they can never take it from you.
Never,
right?
No.
So
if you got, especially your thought process, you got to write because you're arguing on the frequency. Like I look at your lifestyle, you're arguing on the frequency of I like calling it prosperity,
right?
But we're always prosperous. We always got enough of everything, but you got to learn how to be financially prosperous,
right? And
it starts with everything is spells and spellcasting.
Well, I'm glad you said financial prosperity, right? Because like a lot of people on this live right now, listen, if you're watching this, I just want to give y'all a chance right now. Before we dive deeper into this Epstein to get some financial advice, because a lot of people are about to file taxes, but it's a way to make money really quickly without filing taxes, right? A lot of people watching this got bad credit, right? And you suffer from bad credit. Did you know that you can get money because you got bad credit, because you suffer losses for having bad credit, because you suffer hardship for having bad credit, right? So Don Kilam, explain to him how they can get money from having bad credit.
I'm going to explain it, man. I just had a student he's in arbitration. It's called arbitration. So anybody can look that up, adr.org.
Right.
He filed as indigent, so he didn't even have to pay a filing fee. But he proved that Verizon had 2 accounts on his credit report. One was $2,200, the other one was $570, and he proved how it brought hardship to his life. And he took him to arbitration, and settled for $10,000. But he proved that he couldn't get they had took his car. He ended up getting it back through arbitration. But during that time period, he couldn't get a job, and that he couldn't get to work, and that affected his bills at home. Now he can't pay rent because now he ain't got a job.
Right.
So he was able to prove that it affected his life.
Right. And back to the fractional banking system, I try to teach everybody this, right? And a lot of people don't understand. So when you understand that money is not real, that if you have 1, you're able to lend 9, right? So that kind of like mean if you own 1, if you owe 1, you owe 9. That's why so much interest rate in the shit. Y'all do everything backwards, right? Because y'all don't understand the banking system, right? Y'all think a bank is there to hold your money. The bank is there to lend you money. It's a difference. It's a total difference than the way y'all use the services for, right? But look, everybody cannot go from being poor, homeless to wealthy, because everybody don't have the mindset to do it, right? They too busy worried about Epstein.
It's definitely a mind. That's it. You got to turn that off.
Right.
So like, I like to tell people, because what's done in the dark comes out the light. That's the truth. What you think about, that's what happens, right? So if you're sitting there watching porn all day, you're fucking yourself in the real world.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. So I learned how to turn off Pornhub and start learning the right financial advice. Right. But one thing to look up is securitization. So that's what he did. He did make his government name a business. And then he said he made his name a business so he could do an audit and look at the accounts. You can do audits yourself on these accounts. And what they're doing is they're trading. Every time you make a payment, because everything is really paid for in America. Right. Because real money is gold and silver. Right. All debts are really prepaid. It's just a full faith and credit system. So he showed the securitization audit. Right. And he threatened that. Right. So they paid him, they cashed him out.
Right. And that's crazy that it's so easy to get this money. Like you said, everything is already paid for it. And that's the moment they did. The moment they took and turned everything to a trust and bond when Nixon did that in 1971. But I'm going to tell you something else we're talking about. So we're talking about the banking system. Somebody else was blamed. They blamed Bill Clinton, right? And Bill Clinton was blamed for destroying it. And I never heard that until Epstein, right? Wow. Epstein said
because he was talking about the mortgages and stuff.
How they made the bank give people loans that couldn't afford it.
Right, facts.
Right, you can't afford the house, right? But now I'm going to give you the way you can get a house, because America knows 2 things. One, you can never own a house in America. Right? They know that, right? They know you can't own it. The moment they give it to you, you got to keep on paying taxes, keep paying this. They know you're not going to pay it. And they know, too, they're going to get it back. Right?
So, not to take away from that, but my studies with Bill Clinton, and shout out to Bill Clinton, you know what I mean?
That you never smoked weed, but you smoked weed, but you didn't inhale.
Because they said he was the first black president. But look, he was moving dope as the governor of Arkansas. They was moving cocaine. So he was tied to this big cocaine boss, man.
Right. The first black president was Abraham Lincoln. Let's talk about it. A lot of people want to
John
talk
Hanson.
about it.
John Hanson. But
Abraham Lincoln was black too.
Yeah, he was.
He was
Hell
black.
Yeah,
100% black.
They called him. They called him because they said they call him Honest Abe. They call him.
No, he was black.
Yeah, Africanus.
He was black. The white thing got teeth from the slave.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people don't
There's
understand
pictures
this.
out there.
Yeah, but everybody knows he was black. But listen, I just want to say this, and I'm gonna say this for a lot of people to understand. I'm not saying this because I don't love my race, right? But I'm just saying that they keep on saying anything with melon is black. Black is anything that's born in America.
Right.
It's a total different, right? We're total different. But not saying that we don't possess that what it is, but they're not going to describe themselves as black.
So these are one of the topics I like to speak on because it's crazy. Because look at my complexion; they try to label me black sometimes, but it's just that's a word that's controlled in the legality system,
right?
Like in the legal system, black is an adjective.
Black
and
according
that
to
word
science means death.
It's controlled, yes. So it's about having a nationality. You got to figure out the nationality. America, I guess, even though America's a continent, you can still have a nationality. But I like to, if you don't have a nationality, use your state.
Right. A lot of people don't have a nationality and they don't have a purpose. Again,
I feel like they tie together. Nationality and purpose tie
but people don't know their purpose. I asked somebody today, I said, yo, what's the reason that you rap for? They reply, to get money.
So, yeah, that's deep.
And I reply, okay, you lost. Right, because a lot of people understand, like, when your life becomes the only purpose is to make money, then that life becomes purposeless, right? I'm just gonna say this: do you think that Epstein woke up every day to get money? No. Do you think that Trump woke up every day to get money? No.
Have a purpose,
right? They have a purpose, and that purpose is happen to be connected to the money, right? But the purpose is always first, right? And my purpose is gonna provide for me, right? But the money is just part of the purpose, right? Not the other way around. But a lot of people think money is their purpose. But if money is your purpose, you go anywhere for the money.
So money's a low vibration. So I feel like the purpose is important. And in order to really acquire things, you have to focus on what resource that's acquiring.
Right.
So if I want a trip, I'm going to focus on the trip, not the money. The money will come because I'm focused on the experience.
Right. Right.
If that makes sense.
I'm telling you something. The experience is going to always bring the money because there's always money connected to the experience.
Correct.
But a lot of people don't understand.
Correct.
Let me tell you this. If you watching this, I just left every hood in America that's suffering from poverty. And everywhere they took care of me. Everywhere they gave me everything. Right? I mean, so how? How? They poor, they broke?
No. So, like, I've started off in the hood. So, like, I always recognize how much cash or money flow was really there, like, and you got to understand, like, when you
made you raise up.
Look, because you got to understand that's my fan base,
right?
You know what I mean? The people that understand me,
right?
My first multi-millionaires that I ever seen were in the hood,
right?
But just because they live that way, they know struggle, they know how to survive, they know how to live a certain way, but the money's still there,
right?
Like if they focus hard enough, motherfucker can look at how much weed they smoke every day and realize how much money they really got,
right? A lot of people
like
can't
that
do
in
that.
The hood.
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people can't do that. But I met my first. But just like you, millionaire in the hood.
But like the government, you really want to do what they do. So when it comes to speaking on that, they focus on extracting as much resources from the black community as possible because they know they're creators.
Right.
They always know they're going to find the means and could get it.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this for everybody watching this. I'm not saying this in a racist type of way. I'm going to say this, right? Intelligence is different, right? Some people have the intelligence to create things, and other people have the intelligence to see what you created and do something with it that you didn't do nothing with, right? I'm going to say this. A lot of times people understand that when the white race that we call it got a hold of something, it was always something that people thought was nothing. And they made it something, or they stole it and tried to make it better. But that's their skill.
Right. That's their skill set.
That's their skill set.
That's it.
I can get some shit from you.
So
I can take some
I got a little
shit.
bit of both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a lotto. But I learned quick. And that's what they do. They take everything.
But is that not learning too?
Yeah, that's their way of learning.
Is that not considered learning?
But you gotta say but you understand real law, universal law, because just like you're speaking on, sorry to get off topic, I want to bring it in, but you said we live in a prison, right? Mm-hmm. So the laws are universal laws,
right?
Gravity, what goes up must come down. That's a real universal law that's in this physical prison. So they'll always be stolen from. So whatever they're doing is always coming back to them.
Right.
That's why they can really never own nothing.
That because they understand that in this seek of existence, because of the way the earth is created and the way what they call the poles drive down, it creates what we think and know as gravity, but there's no gravity. But they understand how it works, and they know how to make it go. So, they know to go back around in circles.
So how I look at it, like these so-called people that do steal the ideas and they try to make everything harder for the melanated person because they know they're gonna figure it out. But what I say is, because melanin gives you a certain way to create. So what they capture and they just call it like science. Right. They call it arts.
Right. What you said about give you a certain way to create, it gives you a certain way to hold the information to create, because this whole light, and light is information, right?
Facts.
It absorbs the light, right? Some people, when light hit them, they die. Right, that skin is not made to absorb the light. Right. So again, we're talking about some information and some things that I'm saying is why, again, Epstein cannot be in prison, because he's the closest thing to Jesus they had. I'm keeping it real, right? He told them everything that they needed to know about survival.
Right, facts.
Like who they go to when they need everything, Epstein.
Right, facts.
That's the only person they went to.
He was their spiritual advisor.
Exactly. The only person that I know, this is what he said. He said, I ended up in a secret society. They called me after I wanted to be a part of it. I fucking say, hell yeah, I want to be a part of it. He ended up controlling and running the secret society that he became a part of. You telling me they let him go to jail?
Right, facts. No. Like,
how?
They didn't.
How did this case even come up? Do you know? What made them even?
So, like, when I was first, I know you said the files is fake, but when I first started reading the files, I seen like the young girls in Florida had been trying to tell on them, like, but the police didn't do shit. Police would not do shit.
What they were saying, like, what?
They're like, first he would have a girl that was recruiting young girls go to high schools and shit. And then tell them come back, they can make money from massages. He paid them like $200 or $300, and then he would just, once he get them to start jacking them off and shit. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but start touching them and shit. Like he'll do other shit. You know what I mean?
Right. But what happened after that? Why they wait so long to tell?
I don't know.
You get me?
Yeah.
It got to be a point to it. You wait so long to tell. Did it happen? Did it not happen? What actually happened?
Did do nothing.
Why now? Why wait so long to release the files?
Right, fact.
Right? What's going on? Who knows? Why we give a fuck about Epstein anyway? Who kid was there?
I don't pay attention to this shit for real.
Right. What they just trying to distract us from?
Right, fact.
Right. Listen,
I felt the same way about Diddy too. You know what I'm saying? They're just distracting us from something.
Listen, when it comes to Diddy, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Diddy, I think Diddy kind of put a dent in the whole black community, meaning that it kind of like made us realize that no matter how big we are, that we can always be stopped.
Right.
Because like everybody like, oh, Diddy money, he got so much money. When your money can't even help you, what can?
Right, facts.
What can help you? Because money can't help you against the people that created money. How it gonna help you? This is my money. Like you said, the money has no value. Everything's already paid for. If everything already paid for, there is no debt. If there is no debt, there's nothing you can pay.
You can find no some Mariah Carey talking about this.
Right. If there's no debt, what can you pay?
Right.
There's nothing to pay. Right. And they know that. That makes a lot of sense what you said though, right? Because that's why they don't accept your money, because there's nothing that you can pay. That's deep.
Like it's federal law. This is crazy. I want to show you. But I have pulled up. It's a Declaration of Human Rights.
Right.
For a person to have a nationality, and it's also a declaration of human rights to change your nationality at any given time.
Right.
So people don't tell you that you have rights as a human. Being black is not a nationality, so I just want to throw that out there.
Right, but we know they have nationality, but I'm saying when it comes to being black, not being a nationality, is being black, can it be considered a nationality?
If you create, so you know how you said they have their own definitions?
Right.
So I would tell people to create their own flag and create their own definition of black. This is what black means to us.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. This is what I'm saying. But for everybody watching this, it don't really matter whether they call themselves black or nationality or not. Like, why does it matter?
It matters in the legal realm, because being black is 3/5 of a person. That's under the Constitution, 3/5 clause. You're not even a whole person. So you don't get certain rights. They look at you differently in the law, in the law's eyes. Like the judges take an oath to uphold this law that they're handing down. These are codes and statutes.
Right. And that's why they tell you identify yourself as
you
black.
should always be white, because white means purity, purity means God, God's supreme ruler of the earth.
So on the application to identify yourself by color, you check white.
You should put white.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah, everybody should put white.
Oh my God.
So look, I'm gonna show you something else.
You should put, hold on, you don't go past that.
You're the real white people.
Oh, so you should put white.
Yes, you should put white.
Oh my God. You should put
What's
white.
that say about black? Black, the word black ties directly to the word bleach. It's the same word. To blaken. That means to make pale. I'm more black than you.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Black is white.
Yes, exactly.
That's deep.
They switch roles with you. They steal everything from you. You
That's
just said
deep.
that. You just said
That
they steal
was
everything.
deep right there,
they
though.
stole everything. They stole
That
everything.
was deep.
They stole everything from you and made you think you them now.
So I'm white.
You're white. Yes, white means purity. So this is part of our lit as men or more.
So I'm white.
We got literature. Yes. White means purity. Purity means God. God's supreme ruler of the land. We roam the land first.
So they made meat. So they black.
They're black. That means the bleach. Yes.
So that means the bleach.
Yeah, to make pale.
Oh my God. Black mean to make
when
pale.
you're in debt, this is federal law. 28 USC 2002. All right. What's that?
Well, I can't get past that. Black is white and white is black. That's deep.
That's a new game for you.
That's deep.
I'm glad I can enlighten you, man, because you be enlightening the world.
No, I think my base is finna love that, right?
Go look it up on your own. It's called etymology.
They gonna love that because like you the same person that kind of like I told them, you told me about the breath, how the breath is attached to the life, right?
Yeah,
we was talking about that. We always know when you drop something, you always dropping something. But listen, if you're watching this right now, is the chances for you guys that's watching this to put in your bid for questions for Don Kilam right now. Questions from the chat. Let's get it.
Can I show you this really quick? That's definition number 3, subsection 3. Debt. That's their definition of debt.
Debt means an amount that is owing to the United States on account of a direct loan or a loan insured guaranteed by the United States.
All debt belongs to the United States. That's federal law. So who can pass a bill? Who can approve a bill?
Right.
A president?
Right.
So that's why they send you bills every month, because you're the president of that name.
Right.
All you gotta do is write approved on it and send it back.
Right. That's it. That's it. Approved.
Approved.
Hey, that's gangster gang. You dropped some real motherfucking gems today. Listen, if you in the comments right now, let's go. Let's get some questions in the comments right now, man. We love it. We got almost 700 people in here right now, man. Let's get it good. Let's get it going, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, they comment. They said,
make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
Every color came from black.
Yes.
He said, pause. That's deep. I said that was deep, gang.
Every color is black. I used crayons and figured that out one day. I put all the colors together and it made black.
Right.
A box of crayons. That's lit.
They said that doesn't mean. Oh, let's get some questions in. Let's get some questions in, y'all. All right, here we go. What do y'all know about Indian territory before it was made into Oklahoma?
Well, yeah, so it belonged to melanated people. Like it was all the so-called black man shit.
Right. I'll tell you something y'all don't know about the Indians. Y'all think that we keep going. He answered that.
They look like you.
Yeah.
There's your color.
All right, listen, they want to know this. Where should we be investing our money, whether it's $1,000 or $1,000? Let me tell you this. I'm going to be honest with you, right? You should only invest your money in things that you understand. Means that you only should invest your money in you, and money is not invested. Let me tell you this, right? A lot of people think money invested, but it's not invested. Basically, this is an investment. I know that this is making money already, and when I give you my money, I get my money back a little bit at a time every month. That's a true investment. A true investment means something is already making money. What you guys do, you take money and try to make money out that money. That's not investing. That's throwing away money, right? I'm just keeping it real, right? So if you got $1 or $1,000, you're trying to invest it, don't invest it in shit but you.
Facts.
Right? And that's the best advice I can give you.
Whatever's bringing, like, the prosperity, financial prosperity to your life, that's what you invest in.
Right. And like a lot of people going to say this, and look, and I'm going to say this, the most easy, simple investment, right? This is the most simple investment, right? If you gonna invest, and I'm not gonna say nothing that can make you lose money like stocks and all the shit like that. Here's a simple investment if you got $1,000 to your name, right? It's simple, but it's gonna cost you a lot of time, right? But it's gonna be easy. So do this, right? If you got $1,000, do this. Go to Facebook. Go to Facebook ad, right? Look at her. Put in the thing, homes for sale, right? Only go to the trenches part, right? You get to calling people, right? The first person you call, tell them you want to buy their home. Now, you don't got no money yet. You only got $1,000, but hold up, money not real. So let me show you how it's not real, right? They gonna tell you, okay, you can buy my home. You gonna take that $1,000. You gonna go take $200 and put it in escrow to make sure that they can't sell that home for the next 60 days, right? You gonna take the rest of that money, go get pictures of the property, all this nice shit you gotta do for the property and all that shit, and then you gonna sell it to somebody else and get your cut, right? And you just turned that money to more money, right? And they call that wholesaling, right? And they do it all over America, right? A lot of people don't know this, right? Because you don't need money to make money. You just need to know where the money at to go get it.
Facts.
Right? Listen, more questions. Let's go. More questions from the richest man in the world, Nadon Kilam. What would you invest $1,000 in right now?
So I'm always invest in myself.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Right. Do you got something? I know you got like a lot of things. We got services. You got services where they can get $1,000. Like it's like somebody had $5, they need to buy some game. Can they buy from your from your?
Yeah,
you got
I'll get some game.
You got some?
Yeah, but like the first thing I would do is like if you do got bad stuff on your credit, like invest in somebody that can get it off and do your best to get off. But arbitration, man, go to adr.org and just prove that it's hampering your life.
All right, here go Devon Harris. So I just opened my trust. What is the best way to fund it?
So you can fund it with anything. People don't even know. If you have a family Bible, you could do it with objects. You have a car. You know,
Right.
you put it under. It's called a Schedule A. You know, this is not legal advice. I'm not a tax attorney, a lawyer, or anything like that. But it's called a Schedule A. That's how you put things inside the trust, and you can just fund it with pictures. Say you got a picture of some silver. You know, just have some title. If you got a car, have the title, have the MSO.
All right. How good? All right. This is Benny Murph. How good a move is it to obtain homes by adverse possessions? Adverse possessions.
Adverse possessions. I would not utilize that. And what adverse possession is, they'll go to the house, they'll do some fixing up on it, or they'll like plant some flowers, and then they'll take over the home. That
Right.
way.
That's let me tell you something. Right. That's the thing that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do to nobody. Right. So
St. Louis has a program that if you cut the grass and stuff for a certain amount of time, they'll give you the property. But I wouldn't do that. Like unless they got a government program that allows that.
He said, "Why is he smacking when he talks, bro? I hate that shit, Say you smacking, something like that."
Bad.
Richest man in the world, and his suit is cheap. And LOL, I ain't mean to read that, but they don't mean that. That's a motherfucking suit not nowhere near cheap. That motherfucker look good. They don't know what a cheap suit is because they ain't never had one until they get buried in one.
It's all good.
Slap the spit out his mouth. They on your ass right now. Now, listen, I'm going to say this, man. This is Don Kilam. And listen, if you don't know Don Kilam, he's from St. Louis. And he's from St. Louis, and he's a St. Louis financial literacy teacher, right? And he became a financial literacy teacher because he was broke, because he was poor. And he want to help his people and the people that he know get out the environment. And he stay connected to the environment, right? And that's one thing I love about you. And that's one thing I like about you. You always come to always come to my platform, and every time you come, you drop some jewels off to some people in need, right? And we appreciate that, bro. Like it's like, hold up, whoa, shit. What did he say? We got more questions. Unc, I need a job. No, you got a night walker to get this info. Hit that. You got to be a night walker to get this info. What time is it? It says night. It's 11. And what time? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning somewhere, ain't it?
Yeah.
Damn, like 2 o'clock. They up with us at 2 o'clock in the morning right now?
They up late with us.
Damn. What time is? Somebody put your time in the comments right now. What time y'all up with 6 or 7 o'clock? Not the punk. Them 1,000 people there. What time is it? Put the time in the comments before I get up out of here. Because we've been here for an hour. So put the time in the comments so I can see what time it is. Y'all go so 1:05 in the morning. God damn. 2:06 in the morning. God damn, we got them up.
Yeah, they up late. They up late.
They up late when I swear I got mama 2 a.m. in the morning. Listen, guys, stop playing on me. So that mean tell me that y'all up with me at 2 a.m. in the morning and y'all got this motherfucker jumping like it's the daytime. Gang, that's weird.
No, they be up with it.
Damn, how that happen?
It's a different type of crew, man. They up late, they studying.
That's why you
They
came here like, look, they put the time, they in London. It's 7 a.m. in London. They in London. They watch us all over the world right now, gang. Shout out to London, 2:05. Shout out to London. I swear to God, my mama.
In the building too, Alabama.
Phoenix, there's no time. I swear to God, mama, there's no time on GD. They love me. Every time I pop out, they pop out. I love y'all. I swear to God, my mama, stop playing with me. Every time I pop out, y'all pop out. That's how y'all coming? I swear to God, mama, that's how y'all coming? I swear to God, my mama, stop playing with me. That's gangster gang. I ain't know that time. No time don't even exist. We've been doing.
You've been working all day.
Damn.
Been grinding.
You told me you was gonna be here at 8, and by the time we started, we still get the same result, right?
Yeah.
They
no
still
doubt,
there.
man. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all. Cause listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? When you came, I was already finishing up other thing. I'm not even knowing like we wasn't gonna be on time, but the crazy is we on time. But listen, he do gotta get out of here and go where he gotta go. And listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Don Kilam, right? 107 there. Tell my people how to look up with you. And listen, if y'all want Don Kilam to come back tomorrow, right, for another live at an earlier time, y'all let me know. Because I'll let him come back at an earlier time tomorrow. If y'all want to see him on an earlier live, y'all throw that in the comments why he let y'all know where to find him at and how to stay in touch.
Let's go. Y'all can just hit me up on the Instagram at DonKilam_legacy. That's DONKILAM_LEGACY.
Swear God, mama. And I love y'all for showing out for me every time, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, right? I really can't believe it's this time that y'all got here. I swear God, mama. I love y'all for that, right? And it's all love. From the beginning, y'all been with me, right? And I guess y'all ain't going to go nowhere. The first time playing with me on G, on video, on Vice, Lord. On Schoolyard Crip, on Blueface.
You crazy as fuck.
Damn, I said be back, down. They want you back. Time don't exist.
Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav in the building, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Hey, yo, make sure y'all check out the song bars, you know what I'm saying? Word up by my man Don Kilam. You heard? A Fresco King. Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Make sure y'all check out the bars by my boy. All right? Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G.